Revoe Phaedra Parks' ex Apollo, accused of infidelity and abuse. RHOA star Phaedra Parks' ex-husband, Apollo Nida, has been accused of infidelity and abuse by his current wife, Sharon Copes. The two have been married since October 2022 and separated the following year. So what else is she saying about their tainted union? Keep reading for more details. Phaedra Parks' ex-Apollo, accused of infidelity and abuse. RHOA fans watched Phaedra Parks and Apollo Nida's love story. They welcomed two sons on the hit Bravo reality series and even raised some eyebrows with their first baby. The way that Phaedra was unclear about her due date made her co-stars question if he was conceived before marriage. Yet she held on to her truth. Phaedra was a lawyer and a force to be reckoned with. She even went on to be a mortician, but her marriage to Apollo failed as he was in trouble with the law. They split in 2014 with their divorce finalized in 2017. While he was incarcerated, Apollo met Sharon Copes. The two fell in love, and he proposed to her, with them getting married in 2022. Phaedra had been let go from RHOA but moved on with her life. She was cast on RHUGT, The Traitors Duties, and Married to Medicine. More so, she was welcomed back for season 16 of Atlanta, so she was happily living her best life with her boys. Unfortunately, things were not so great where Apollo was concerned. According to In Touch Weekly, he and Sharon were married for a little over a year before she claimed they separated. Along with that, Sharon stated that Apollo was unfaithful and abusive in many ways. This came out in her February 7th divorce filing from the Bravo alum. She also noted that he had abandoned her and now she wants the marital property divided up as well as the debts. Apollo is not seeking spousal support, but they signed an agreement back in October 2024 to stay in the home but away from each other. That is until they each find their own homes. Back to haunt Phaedra. Despite Apollo Nida moving on, he has still found a way to haunt Phaedra Parks. He appeared on Married to Medicine in season 10 and is back in season 11. It is unclear what his purpose is, but Phaedra wants nothing to do with the drama. She is living her best life on two Bravo shows, with RHOA set to return on March 9th, and die-hard fans are thrilled she is back. When she showed up on RUGT season 2, they realized what a gem she was and how much she needed to be back on their screens. Wish granted. The world of the Real Housewives of Atlanta, RHOA, has always been filled with drama, high stakes, and even higher heels. But no one could have predicted that the story of Phaedra Parks and her ex-husband Apollo Nida would unfold in such a shocking and heartbreaking way. Apollo, once the charming and mysterious husband of the elegant lawyer, Phaedra, has become embroiled in accusations of infidelity and abuse, a far cry from the man who once seemed like the perfect match for the Southern beauty. The drama began years ago when Apollo Nida and Phaedra Parks first came into the spotlight. Their relationship was always an interesting one to watch. Phaedra, the sharp and savvy attorney, and Apollo, the former convict trying to rebuild his life, seemed to be a match made in reality TV heaven. They had a picturesque family, 2 sons, a stunning home, and an almost picture-perfect relationship. The couple, however, quickly became the subject of media gossip as their personal lives began to unravel in front of the cameras. Apollo's past criminal activities and his struggles to adjust to life after incarceration became part of the narrative. In the early years of their marriage, Apollo seemed to be on the straight and narrow, attempting to be the loving husband and father. But behind closed doors, trouble brewed. The cracks in their marriage became more apparent as Apollo's trustworthiness and his commitment to his family were called into question. Phaedra, the fiercely independent woman, always tried to maintain a strong, composed exterior, but the pressure of being married to a man with such a tumultuous past soon took its toll. Infidelity and emotional distance were the first accusations that surfaced. Friends of the couple claimed that Apollo's charm had started to fade as he allegedly sought attention from other women, even after Phaedra had given him the benefit of the doubt multiple times. It wasn't just his wandering eye that set the stage for the eventual unraveling of their marriage. Phaedra began to notice disturbing signs of control and manipulation in their relationship, which were often hidden from the public eye. As the relationship began to deteriorate, the media caught wind of Apollo's behavior. Reports of his alleged infidelity began to circulate, with whispers of him being involved with multiple women while still married to Phaedra. The public was shocked by the gravity of these allegations, especially given the couple's seemingly perfect image. Phaedra, ever the poised professional, remained silent on the matter for months, choosing to focus on her career and children. However, it became clear that the marriage was on its last legs when Apollo was arrested again. This time, not for his past crimes, but for a series of financial frauds and other illegal activities that cast a shadow over his already shaky reputation. While Apollo was serving time, Phaedra made the difficult decision to file for divorce, citing irreconcilable differences. The divorce marked the end of a turbulent chapter in both of their lives, but the fallout was far from over. Apollo's infidelity and alleged abuse had already taken a toll on the marriage, but what came next would further tarnish his image and leave Phaedra trying to rebuild her life and career. The accusations of abuse were the most shocking of all. Former friends and even some of Phaedra's close confidants started coming forward with claims that Apollo had been emotionally abusive during their marriage. The details were gut-wrenching. Phaedra, a woman known for her strength and grace, was allegedly subjected to constant belittlement, humiliation, and emotional manipulation by Apollo. The abuse reportedly escalated as the marriage began to crumble, with Apollo becoming increasingly volatile as he struggled with his own personal demons. Phaedra, always the epitome of poise, began to distance herself from Apollo in every possible way. She focused on her career and her children, refusing to let the chaos of her past define her future. The accusations of abuse were a particularly painful chapter in her life, but she chose to rise above the scandal. She became an advocate for those who suffered from similar experiences, using her platform to speak out about emotional abuse and the importance of healing from toxic relationships. As for Apollo, his life outside of prison became a chaotic whirlwind of drama and accusations. Despite his attempts at redemption, the shadow of his past and the infidelity and abuse allegations followed him wherever he went. Apollo tried to salvage his reputation by participating in interviews and social media campaigns, attempting to present a more reformed version of himself. However, public perception was hard to change, and many believed that the man who had once charmed his way into the hearts of viewers had lost his chance at redemption. His struggle to regain the trust of both the public and his family seemed to be an uphill battle. In the aftermath of the divorce, Phaedra found strength in herself and her community. While Apollo continued to face legal battles and public scrutiny, Phaedra's life began to thrive in ways she hadn't imagined. She rebuilt her career, becoming a successful entrepreneur and philanthropist. She kept a low profile, avoiding the media circus that had once followed her every move, but she became a quiet beacon of hope for those who had been through similar struggles. Phaedra's ability to rise above the drama and focus on her own growth was a testament to her strength and resilience. As for Apollo, his story remained a cautionary tale of how quickly a life of fame and fortune could slip away due to mistakes, poor decisions, and toxic relationships. Though he continued to fight for redemption, the damage had already been done. The saga of Phaedra Parks and Apollo Nida is one that will forever be etched into the history of the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Their tumultuous marriage, the infidelity, and the allegations of abuse are reminders of the complexities that lie beneath the surface of even the most glamorous of lives. While the drama may have faded from the spotlight, the lessons learned from their story continue to resonate with fans and viewers alike. Phaedra, the strong, graceful woman who once seemed like the perfect Southern belle, emerged from the ashes of her broken marriage as a symbol of strength. And Apollo, well, he remains a controversial figure in the world of reality TV, a reminder of how fame and fortune can be quickly overshadowed by personal failings and the consequences of one's actions.